Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Maslima Hanum Harahap and I'm from Accounting of North Sumatra University. On this occasion, I will explain the financial accounting material continued in chapter 4 with the title Relationship between Head Office and Branch Office for Specific Problems. As of the content of the material that I will explain, which consists of four sub-chapters. First, summary and learning objectives. Second, cash transfer between branches. Third, delivery of goods between branches. And fourth, delivery of goods on a not above the cost of goods. The first subchapter on this material, namely summary and learning objectives. In this chapter, we will discuss the special or the specific relationship between the head office and branch office. This relationship include the first, cash transfer transaction between branch. Second, delivery of goods between brands with freight cost. Third, delivery of goods from head office to the branch office on which the note is higher than the cost. Learning objectives for this chapter is first, understand the occurrence of a special relationship between head office and branch office. Second, record cash transfer transaction and goods between branch. And third, record transaction of goods by the head office to branch office on a note which is higher than the cost of goods. The first, cash transfer between branch. Branch that receive cash from other branch or head office order will record or journal as if they receive cash from the head office. Example, PCA in Binjai sent 4 million in cash to the Stabat branch and then order it to send the cash to the Payaroba branch. The recording of this transaction can be seen as follows. Second, delivery of goods between branches. The recording procedure for inter-branch cash transfer transaction is also carried out by showing the relationship between the branch office related to the head office and not between the sending branch office and the receiving branch office. However, in every case of merchandise delivery, it is always followed by payment of freight charge. There are several provisions in this matter. First, the cost on transporting goods from the sending branch office to the recipient branch office is paid first by the sending branch office and will then be calculated as the burden of the head office. Second, the receiving branch office will only be burdened with transportation costs equal to the usual transportation costs if the goods are sent directly from the head office and not the same as the freight cost from the sending branch office. And third, if there is a difference between the freight cost from the sending branch office to the receiving branch office and the freight from the head office to the receiving branch office, the difference is fully charged to the head office and record as a spread estimate difference in freight cost between branch. For example, PTE sends its merchandise to the Stabat branch office for 3 million. PTE paid the freight for 200,000. On the following day, PTE ordered the Stabat branch office to deliver goods of the Payaroba branch and the Stabat branch office to pay a transportation fee of 200,000. the freight cost if the merchandise is sent directly from the head office of PTA to the Payaroba branch office, 250,000. The recording of this transaction can be done as follows. So the first transaction is cash transfer to Stabat branch, and the journal of head office book is branch office Stabat, 3,200,000 in debit and delivered to Stabat branch, 3 million in credit, and cash, 200,000 in credit. And the journal of Stabat branch book is delivery from head office, 3 million in debit, freight cost 200,000 in debit, and head office 3,200,000 in credit. And Payaroba branch book, no journal. The second transaction is cash transfer from branch office Stabat to branch office Payaroba, and the journal of head office book is delivery to Stabat branch 3 million in debit, and delivery to Payaroba branch 3 million in credit. And the journal Stabat branch book is head office, 3,400,000 in debit, delivery from head office 3 million in credit, freight cost 200,000 in credit, and cash 200,000 in credit. And the journal Payaroba branch book is delivery from head office 3 million in debit, freight cost 250,000 in debit, and head office 3,250,000 in credit. And the journal of head office book is branch office Payaroba, 3,250,000 in debit, excess freight between branch, 150,000, and branch office Stabat, 304 million in credit. The last, I will explain about delivery of goods on a note above the cost of goods. When the head office sends merchandise with merchandise price above the acquisition cost or invoice price, the head office will declare that it is willing to pay for intercompany supplies that have not been realized and will be realized when the merchandise is sold to customer. For example, the head office sends merchandise to branch number 1 with a principal price of 200,000, which is invoiced at the first transaction is delivery of merchandise from the head office to branch number 1, and the journal of head office book is branch number 1, 225,000 in debit, and delivery of merchandise from the head office to branch number 1, 200,000 in credit, and interim film inventory earnings, 25,000 in credit. And the journal of branch office number 1 is delivery of merchandise from the head office, 225,000 in debit, and the head office 225,000 in credit. And the second transaction is when the branch is profitable, and the journal of head office book is branch number 1, 30,000 in debit, and branch profit and loss, 30,000 in credit. And the journal of branch office number 1, LOR overview, 30,000 in debit, and the head office 30,000 in credit. That is my explanation about financial accounting material in chapter 4, namely the relationship between head office and branch office. For the specific, if you have question and evaluation for friends, invite them and final word. Thank you, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.